back to our channel. Oh. So for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a little update on Israel because he's 6 months old today. You're 6 months old today. You're 6 months old today. Half a year, half a year. I'm already starting to plan his first birthday party coming up in August, which is gonna be so exciting. We have a lot of fun and exciting, crazy stuff that's going on that we will be talking about soon. Part of me wants those things to come already. Like, I want his first birthday to be here. I want to go to Maui with him already. But part of me is like, but that means he's gonna be 1 and I don't want him to be 1 yet. I feel like when babies turn 6 months, it's like they're not babies anymore. Like, yeah, they're babies, but they're not like babies. They're their own person and they just take off with their growth from here. I'm a little bit sad, but at the same time, I love who he is today. I love who he is tomorrow. It just every day, there's more things that are changing about him, more ways that he's growing, more ways that he's learning, more ways that I'm able to love him. So I'm just so thankful for my son. Like, I'm living my dream life being a stay-at-home mom, and I cannot imagine dropping this little guy off to a babysitter or a daycare and missing out on all of these special moments. I was talking to my good friend Ashlyn, who's also a stay-at-home mom to a little boy who's almost 2 years old. We were talking this morning about how Israel's 6 months old and Emmett is almost 2, and we were both like, gosh, there's no amount of money that could make me even think about having somebody else watch our children. Like, she was telling me about a little moment that happened with her son this morning and how she wouldn't have been able to enjoy that moment with her son if she was at work. It would have been someone else enjoying that moment. So I'm just so thankful and blessed that we are in the position that we are, for me to be able to stay at home with him and raise him and not miss out on any moment. If you guys watched our previous vlog that I posted, I think on Tuesday, Aidan and I went out on our first official date to celebrate Valentine's Day. And both of us, as soon as we pulled out of the driveway, were like, this doesn't feel right. Like, we want Israel with us. Where is he? Aidan was like, I've already checked the mirror like 5 times seeing if he was back there, and he wasn't. And I was like, I just want him with us. We were gone for less than 2 hours, and I was like, okay, let's go. Let's get back home. I want to be with Israel. Like, it's just so unnatural for me to leave my son. I have no desire to. Yes, I want breaks and things like that, but showering is my break, and when he goes to bed at night is a break. But this video, we're gonna talk about, like I said, all of Israel's little updates for being 6 months old. So I'm just gonna talk about like his size and where he is on the growth curve. We have not had his 6-month appointment yet. We're gonna have it beginning of March. Last time I weighed him, he was at about 13 pounds. So he's like at the 1, maybe below 1 percentile on the growth curve. He's just super tiny. He's still in 0 to 3 month clothing and still wears size 1 diapers. I am putting him in 3 to 6 month clothing too. But as you can tell, this shirt is 3 to 6 months and it's huge, and I had to roll these sleeves up on him because it's just so big. But he's healthy and happy and he's doing well. So me and my pediatrician have no concerns over his weight or his size at all. I did want to give a little eczema update. Since about 4 months old, Israel started to have eczema flare-ups, and I was thinking it was from eggs. I took eggs out of my diet, didn't really see much of an improvement. Then it started going away right when I added eggs back into my diet, and it flared up again like crazy. So now I'm not eating eggs again, and I will show some before and after pictures of how bad his eczema was. Like, even earlier on this week, I took some pictures, I'll post them right here. Compared to today, I've been using a eczema blend that I made for him out of essential oils. I've seen humongous difference in his eczema. I roll it on at every single diaper change when I'm faithful about it, and I do it at every single diaper change. Seems to get a lot better. We also don't bathe him very often, like maybe once a week, maybe, usually about once every 2 weeks. once every week and a half-ish. But when we do bathe him, I put coconut oil on his little spots before we put him in the bath. That way the water isn't able to dry it out as much, and it kind of has that barrier of coconut oil over it. Israel is seriously the most happy, most laughable baby ever.
Are you okay? I love you.
Every time I change his diaper or take his clothes off, he is just all giggles, laughing. I always take his clothes off like from the neck down. I never pull it over his head, and his neck is super ticklish, so he thinks that I'm like trying to tickle him when I take his clothes off. It's so funny. He loves to get wiped down when he has like a poopy diaper or a dirty diaper in general. He loves it when I'm wiping his butt. He laughs at it, giggles, thinks it's the best thing ever. Israel loves to hold books and hold toys. He's no longer at the stage where I have to like hand him things. If he has toys around him, he will find them and grab them, which is crazy. Like yesterday morning, I woke up and I had a little toy in his bassinet like stuffed into the side, and I looked over and he had it and he was chewing on it, playing with it. It was his favorite little deer toy, and I just thought it was so cute. Whenever I have him on the ground, I have toys around him, and then before I know it, he has like all of them in his hands, and I'm like, holy crap, how did you get those? He's advancing so much. It's just so crazy to see like him go from not being able to grab toys at all to now grabbing them without my assistance. Right at about 5 months, he started this little fake cough thing, and I was talking to my mother-in-law and sister-in-law about it, and I guess it's like a developmental thing in their brain that around that age they learn how to cough and they know how to cough on their own. So he started doing that for about a week and a half or so. He was just constantly coughing because he knew it would get my attention. It was just so funny. I was like, what? You're fine. I know you're not coughing for any reason except just cough, because he knew how to do it. Another thing that I just love so much is when we're holding him, and especially when we're eating, he looks up at us. Instead of just sitting here like he is now, he will actually like look up at us and watch us, which is so flipping cute. He has also learned how to eat his toes. So every time he's on his back, he's got his feet in his mouth, folded in half like a pretzel. He loves to chew and suck on his feet. Another thing that he's been doing lately is grabbing either the boob that he's on or the other boob while he's eating and squeezing it. I'm in a breastfeeding group, and people like to call it the baby massager, but it doesn't feel good because their little nails are like razor sharp. So I have like scratches all over my chest from him just grabbing onto me, and I think it's just a comfort thing, and he knows like, this is my boob, these are my boobs. Even though it hurts, it's really cute that he does that. And then along with him eating, oh my gosh, he has been eating like crazy. It's not that he eats closer together. He still eats at about every 2.5-ish hours. He's just been eating for like 20 to 40 minutes at a time. And since breastfeeding is my job, I'm not gonna pop him off. If he wants to stay latched, I'm gonna let him stay latched. With that, my milk production has gone up like crazy, and I have been fighting off clogged ducts left and right because he is now eating like crazy. Like I said, he still does not eat through the night. So he sleeps through the night until about 6 or 7 a.m. and then he has his first morning feeding, and then he goes back to bed until around 9 to 10.
Good morning.
So I've been waking up with clogged ducts because of that. That hasn't been fun, but I will go more into that on my postpartum update, which I'm gonna be filming that along with a vlog this weekend. Another thing that we have been battling and dealing with is stranger danger, big time. And it's not even like strangers, it's people he knows as well. So I've mentioned this before in our last vlog that especially with our chiropractor, he knows her, he's known her since the womb. She comes into the room to adjust us, bawling, just loses it. Tears. Even with my little sister, she came and visited us and he was like starting to do the lip, was confused, didn't really know what was going on. I didn't expect for that stranger danger or fear of the unknown to start this early. So that's kind of something that we've been dealing with. As far as solids go, we are not going to be starting them until he can sit up unassisted. I don't own a bumbo, I don't own a walker. My mom just got us a jumper, but he's way too small to fit into it. So I never put him in any sort of containers. The only thing we put him in is his little seat that you guys have seen on our vlogs when we are cleaning or cooking. So he's in there for maybe max 20 minutes. I probably could have him sitting up by now if I wanted to, but I am in no rush to get him to sit up. I'm in no rush to get him to crawl, to stand, to walk, to eat solids. Like, I just want him to go at his own pace. So yes, we practice sitting up once in a while, a couple times a day, but it's nothing major. He'll get there when he's ready.
Oh, big boy. Look at you, big boy. Oh, big boy. You're funny. You were sitting up and now you're lounging. Yeah, you gotta work on your muscles, huh?
I think that's pretty much it for Israel's update. So this video shout out is going to go to Lacey Hester. So shout out to you, Lacey. And if you would like a shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed and comment down below. And this verse is going to be Romans 8:39, and it says, "Nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Jesus Christ our Lord." So if you guys have any prayer requests, make sure to leave those down below. If they're too personal, you can always DM either me or Aidan on our Instagrams. You guys are loved, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.